Konnichiwa minasan. Hey friends, how are you? Hope you all are doing good. So today in our series Ticket to Tokyo, Higher Studies in Japan, we are going to take a look at Yoshida Scholarship available for international students for doing higher studies in Japan. The program is called YKK Leaders 21. We will see what this is all about and the complete fact surrounding this scholarship. So it's a beautiful scholarship of stipend 200,000 yen per month along with a stipend for spouse which is 20,000 yen per month, tuition of 2.2500k yen, and also the two-way airfare is available. So it's an excellent scholarship. It is even better than the next scholarship, I would say. So let's discuss in detail what this Yoshida scholarship is. Yoshida Scholarship Foundation, and the program name is called YKK Leaders 21. So what's this YKK Leaders 21? The 21 in YKK Leaders 21 refers to the 21st century, symbolizing the program's focus on developing future leaders who will contribute to global society in the modern era. So this is basically the vision of Yoshida Scholarship Foundation. This designation highlights the program's commitment to nurturing individuals who possess strong academic capabilities, a clear sense of purpose, and the qualities of leadership essential for addressing contemporary global challenges. The YKK Leaders 21 scholarship is offered by the Yoshida Scholarship Foundation YSF to international students specializing in natural sciences or engineering at designated graduate schools in Japan. So we shall take a look at which are the designated graduate schools which fall under this scholarship. Applicants must be recommended by one of these institutions and meet specific criteria, including high academic standards, a clear objective of studying in Japan, a spirit of contributing to society, and leadership qualities. The scholarship provides financial support, including a monthly stipend, tuition coverage, and allowances for travel and family, with a duration of up to 2 years for master students and 3 years for doctoral students. So this is the summary of this Yoshida Scholarship Foundation's YKK Leaders 21 program. So friends, I will break out from here and I will take you straight to the details of the scholarship, which I have downloaded from the Yoshida Scholarship Foundation website. And you might remember in our last video, I had provided you the link to the Yoshida Scholarship Foundation website. So from that website, I have downloaded this document for easy reference to go over this along with you. So in the description section of this video also, I am providing the same URL so that you also can go to that website and download this brochure. So now let's go over this document, which is a 12-page document, and it contains every minor details about this scholarship. Scholarship grant for foreign students, YKK Leaders 21 Scholarship Guide. So the contents of this document are divided into 8 categories. Profile of Yoshida Scholarship Foundation. So it is very important to understand what this foundation is all about and what does it do. Then the overview of YKK Leaders 21 Scholarship Grant, invitation, screening, and approval for scholarship. Then in the fourth point, we will discuss about the payment of scholarship grant, then report and notification by scholarship students, exchange activities for scholarship students, and request after expiry of term of scholarship. And finally, number 8 is the list of documents to be submitted by scholarship students. Now, if you see here, points number 1, 2, 3, and 8 are important at this stage because this is all related to the application. Number 4, 5, 6, and 7, these are not that important for this stage because this is about payment of scholarship grant, how they will make the payment in your bank account, how your report will be sent to the scholarship foundation, like how well or how bad you are performing during the course of study, then the exchange activities, and then the request after expiry of term of scholarship, that means to renew the scholarship. So this, all these four items, these are these are irrelevant at this stage because you have not even applied for that. So in this video, we will go over point number 1, 2, 3, and 8 because these are relevant as of now. Yoshida Scholarship Foundation. So let's start with profile of Yoshida Scholarship Foundation. What is their purpose? Yoshida Scholarship Foundation or YSF is a foundation established in March 1967 for the purpose of developing highly capable individuals for the nation and society by providing financial support to gifted students as advocated by YKK Group founder Tadao Yoshida. So Tadao Yoshida is a very famous industrialist of Japan who is the founding member of this trust YKK. So frankly speaking, I am not aware of the full form of YKK. It should be Yoshida something, but it's the name of that company, YKK, but the full form I am not aware of. And the foundation for the scholarship under YKK is YSF, which is Yoshida Scholarship Foundation. So what are the different programs run by YSF? YSF engages in scholarship grant programs targeted at domestic and overseas graduate students and programs targeted at scholarship students such as exchange activities. So basically, if you go over the program chart, so there are basically three kinds of activities that the YSF supports. First is the domestic programs. That means students from Japan, that is Japanese students, they provide scholarships to local Japanese students for master and doctoral courses. Then the international programs. There are four international programs. First is overseas study program for Japanese students. That means Japanese students who want to go outside Japan and study, maybe in US or Canada or somewhere. This is that one. Then second one is the YKK Leaders 21. So this is the one we are interested in because YKK Leaders 21 is the program in which YSF provides scholarship to international students to come to Japan and study there. So this is YKK Leaders 21. So in this video, we will discuss this program in detail. But let's have a generic idea about other programs as well. There is Carter Center Intern Scholarship. There is Fulbright YKK Scholarship. So these are international programs, but these are very specific. So we can take a look later on what all these are. And the third type of program is exchange activities. That means study excursions, observation tours, and other programs which Yoshida Foundation sponsors. So now let's focus on YKK Leaders 21. Overview of YKK Leaders 21 Scholarship Grant. Name of the program. This scholarship grant is called the Scholarship Grant for Foreign Students, YKK Leaders 21. In this program, a scholarship grant is awarded to foreign students specializing in the field of natural science while studying at a graduate school in Japan. Now, what all comes under natural science? So natural science is basically physics, chemistry, biology, and related fields, and also the engineering, all kinds of engineering, including agricultural engineering, biotechnology, and all the normal engineering like civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics, computer science, telecommunication, chemical engineering, everything, every engineering, all engineering and physics, chemistry, biology related subjects fall under this natural science. And this scholarship is meant for natural science and engineering. So humanities and social science or business are not included under Yoshida scholarship. Candidate sought. Yoshida Scholarship Foundation requires that applicants for the YKK Leaders 21 scholarship have a high level of academic research capabilities, a clear objective of studying in Japan, the spirit of giving back to the society through their fruit of study or research, and the qualities of a leader. So the objectives are very clear, friends. It's very clear that you must have a scholarly uh, academic career. You must have a very clear objective of your purpose of studying in Japan. Your research, the research that you will be doing, should be beneficial for the society, and you must display leadership skills. So this is what they are looking for. And in the selection criteria also, these things will be judged. Countries within the scope of Yoshida Scholarship. Countries in Southeast Asia, countries in South Asia, which includes India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Maldives. Then countries in West Asia, countries in Central Asia, countries of Africa, and also Mongolia. So all these are students from all these countries can apply for this scholarship. Designated universities. So the Japanese universities that are within the umbrella of YSF scholarship are the among the national universities: University of Tokyo, Tokyo Institute of Technology, Nagoya University, Kyoto University, Osaka University, and Kyushu University. And among the private ones, Keio University, Waseda University, Doshisha University, and Kwansei Gakuin University. Friends, this list of universities. So although this is specific to Yoshida Scholarship, but in general also these are the top universities of Japan. So if you are applying for, or if you are looking for, or if you are wondering which universities are good, then this is the list. This is that list, the list of the topmost universities of Japan. So you can browse through the websites of these universities and find out useful information like what are the graduate programs in each university, what in which part of the year, in which month of the year they invite applications for admissions, and what are the fee structure, what are the scholarships available for each of these universities, because the scholarships differ from university to university. Some, not all scholarships are applicable for all universities. So you have to go through the websites of all of these separately. So it's not that you just look at one university and you think that that is applicable for all. No, it doesn't work like that in Japan. Every university has its own set of rules and scholarships and other criteria. So please visit each of these universities and extract information from there. Amount of scholarship grant, we already said, 200,000 yen per month for yourself, and for your spouse 20,000 yen per month. It's a huge money, friends. It's a huge money. So no other university of the world, no other scholarship of the world will pay you that much. It's a hell lot of money, I tell you. And the entire tuition fee gets covered, and round trip airfare to Japan from your home country. Term of scholarship, it is 2 years for master degree course and 3 years for doctoral course. Then exchange activities, various exchange activities are conducted such as observation tours, study excursions targeted at scholarship students. Now next one is the very important topic: flow from invitation for application to completion of payment. So although this is an example, but this is an extremely important piece of information that I am going to tell you right now. The flow from informal scholarship approval to formal scholarship approval, and the flow from the commencement to the completion of scholarship grant payment are shown in the table on the next page. The timing may slightly vary, but as a whole, this is what it is. Flow from invitation for application to completion of payment. Example of a master's course student enrolling in spring. So that means if you are enrolling for spring term, that is in the month of April, then how the flow will take place. So let's take a look. So this is a two-dimensional table. In the vertical section, it's written the name of the months, and on the x-axis there is the different stages, that is before arriving in Japan, first years of master's course, second year of master's course, and after expiry of term of scholarship. So first let's see before arriving in Japan, because this is where we are now. So since you have not yet applied for the scholarship, so this column is applicable now, before arriving in Japan. So in the month of April, YSF requests designated universities to recommend scholarship candidates. Now, what does that mean? That means the Yoshida Scholarship Foundation will send notification to the designated universities. That is the list that we just saw, the Tokyo, Kyushu, Tokyo Institute of Technology, Waseda, and all universities. They will send the notification to these universities to send the list of recommended candidates for these scholarships. So each university will send the names of the scholarships that they have, names of the students that they have shortlisted for that year for this scholarship. So what do you have to do for that? That means this is April. So in April, the universities, YSF will be sending that request to the universities. That means by that time, the universities might should be having the names, isn't it? But no, this is not the case. In May, the designated universities invite scholarship applications. So after the designated universities request the notification, receives the notification from YSF, they will in turn invite applications from the students for this scholarship. So that means before this period of time, you should have already submitted your application for admission to that university, and you should have got selected. You should have got off, you should have been offered a seat by the university. So if you are accepted for admission, then only you can send the request for this scholarship to that university, and the university will in turn send your request to the YSF. That means before this April May time, your admission offer should be received by you. That means you have to begin before that. So from May, once you have submitted the scholarship application, so again I'm repeating the same thing. So this is related to the scholarships. That means before the month of May, you must have been offered an admission to the university, so that in the month of May you can send the application for the scholarship, Yoshida Scholarship. So you have to begin probably in November, December, or latest by January. So you can check the website of each of those universities at what period of the time they invite application, so that you can sync with these deadlines for the scholarship. So before that, you should have the admission offer with you. Then from June, July, August, September, October, November, all these months will be taken by the universities and the Yoshida Scholarship Foundation to process the request. And in December, each designated university decides scholarship candidate and recommends him or her to YSF. Okay, so this is the thing. So now the designated universities invite scholarship applications. Okay, so that means what I just said, there is a twist to that. So you can apply from this date as well. You can apply to the universities from May as well, because the universities will decide the scholarship candidate in the month of December. So you have that entire 6 months of time from May, from 5, 6, 7 months, that you send the applications to the universities, and in the month of December the university decides the scholarship candidate and recommends him her to YSF. So in the month of January, scholarship approval takes place, and in February, scholarship submit scholarship grant account designation form, etc. That means if you want to start your studies in Japan in starting April 2027, then in 2026 April or May, you have to start this process of submitting the applications. So the enrollment will begin in this phase, and then these entire rest of the year will be utilized by the universities and the scholarship foundation Yoshida to decide the right candidate. So you will know in the month of January next year that whether your scholarship has been approved or not. So this table is a very important one. So again, I repeat, In the month of April, YSF requests designated universities to recommend scholarship candidates. In the month of May, the designated universities invite scholarship applications from the students. And once you submit the application, in the month of December, each designated university decides the scholarship candidate. So they will wait all these months for the international students to submit their applications. And in the month of December only, they will decide whom to recommend to the YSF for that scholarship. And then the rest of the processes at the Scholarship Foundation will go on. And finally, in the month of February, the decision will be informed to the student. So this is how the application for the scholarship will be done and how the scholarship will be granted. So this is first year of master's course. So this is not very important. This is the payment schedule. So this is not relevant at this point of time. So this you can just take a look when you download this document. So we will go to the next important section, which is section 3, invitation, screening and approval for scholarship. Eligibility criteria, the most important thing. A candidate must fulfill all of the following requirements. The candidate must be a national of a country within the scope of the grant. The candidate must be a graduate of a university in a country within the scope of the grant, which need not be located in the same country as the country of nationality or have higher academic qualifications. The candidate must be seeking to enroll in a master's course with a standard course term of 2 years, for which a master's degree is awarded to those who complete the course, including the first 2 years of a doctoral course or the last 3 years of a doctoral course, with a standard course of term of 3 years, for which a doctoral degree is awarded to those who complete the course or be transferred in the third year of an integrated doctoral course with a standard course term of 5 years, for which a doctoral degree is awarded to those who complete the course at the graduate school of the Japanese university in autumn of the year in which scholarship invitation is extended or in spring of the following year. The candidate must specialize in the field of natural science in the Japanese university. The candidates must not have arrived in Japan yet at the time of filing an application to YSF. So you must be residing outside of Japan to avail this scholarship. A candidate seeking to enroll in a master's course must be no more than 30 years old, and a candidate seeking to enroll in the last 3 years of doctoral course must be no more than 35 years old as of April 1 of the year in which scholarship invitation is extended. Invitation method. So this is the one that we just discussed in the table. So let's summarize one more time. Invitation to apply for this scholarship grant will be extended through designated universities, as I just mentioned. YSF will request Japanese universities designated by YSF to recommend scholarship candidates and will accept recommendation of one candidate per university. So this is very important. Only one candidate will be recommended by each university. So there are several universities. So every year, every university will recommend just one candidate. So if you are that one candidate, then you are the lucky one. No more than one student will simultaneously receive this scholarship grant per Japanese university. That means the name that Japanese university recommends to YSF, he actually gets this scholarship. So there is no further selection criteria. So whichever name Japanese university prescribes or recommends to the YSF, YSF will provide scholarship to that candidate. So there is no surprise. YSF will accept a recommendation of one new candidate upon the expiry of the term of scholarship of the previous scholarship recipient from that university. The method of invitation for scholarship candidates to apply at the Japanese university varies from university to university. Please contact the staff in charge of scholarship grants for foreign students at the university in which you wish to enroll. That means YSF will not accept applications filed directly by students. So you have to get in touch with the university and inquire them about this scholarship directly. So YSF will not entertain your queries. Application procedure. Applicants must submit these documents to Japanese university. Among these documents, please obtain the forms for the application and the letter of recommendation through the Japanese university. Application form number 1, form C. to be submitted in either Japanese or English. Letter of recommendation written by the advising professor in charge at the Japanese university. Letter of recommendation written in English by the university from which the applicant graduated, and a copy of the certificate or letter of acceptance from the graduate school of the Japanese university if acceptance by the graduate school has been decided. Japanese universities are required to submit the set of application documents concerning the respective scholarship candidates whom they have decided to recommend to YSF. If acceptance of the candidate at the graduate school is undecided at the time of submitting the application documents, please promptly submit a copy of the certificate or letter of acceptance as soon as the candidate's acceptance has been decided. If any material changes arise in the content of the application documents after recommending a candidate to YSF, the Japanese university is required to contact YSF immediately. Payment of graduate school entrance examination expenses. If a candidate recommended by the Japanese university needs to visit Japan temporarily to take an entrance examination of the graduate school, then the Yoshida Scholarship Foundation will pay for the following expenses: travel expenses to Japan, round trip economy class airfare, entrance examination fee, and travel expenses and accommodation expenses in Japan for up to 3 nights. So just look at the luxury of this scholarship. It's amazing, yeah. Entrance examination expenses will be paid by transfer into the recommended candidate's bank account based on receipts and other evidence. The recommended candidate will not be required to pay back such expenses even if he or she is not accepted at the graduate school. So this is the best part of it, that you don't have to refund the money even if you don't clear the entrance test. So you can go to Japan, give the entrance test, come back with YSF's money, and you don't have to return that money even if you don't get selected. So this is the beauty of this scholarship. Scholarship approval will be given to the respective candidates recommended by the universities after the content of their application documents are checked by the managing director of YSF, who also concurrently serves as a member of the scholarship screening committee. YSF will notify applicants of scholarship approval through the university. So there will not be any direct communication between YSF and the candidates. So as I said in the beginning, number 4, payment of scholarship grant. This is not relevant for now. Report and notification by scholarship students. This is not required as of now. Exchange activities for scholarship students, not required as of now. And request after expiry of term of scholarship. This is also. So request for updating address and other contact details basically. So this is also not relevant for this stage because we are at the stage of just sending the application. So section 8 is the last section of this brochure, and this is very, very important because this is the list of documents to be submitted by the scholarship students. So there are several information as you can see here. Timing of submission. So there are several documents which need not be submitted at the same time at one go, but at different stages. So that's why the timing of submission is mentioned here and the document name is mentioned here and the submission method. When applying for scholarship grant, the application form, the letter of recommendation, the letter of recommendation from graduating university, which may be of your home country, certificate of acceptance of graduate school of Japanese university. So when applying for the scholarship grant, you just need these 4 documents and these have to be submitted via the university. So you will submit these documents to the university and the university in turn will send these documents to the YSF. After arriving in Japan, that means if you are selected for admission and if you are selected for this scholarship, which is the best thing that can happen to you. And after that, you send these things: report on your research theme, copy of the front and back side of the residence card that we will get there, scholarship grant account designation form. So the university will give you this form, receipt of airfare, and detailed statement of travel route, etc., so that your expenses get reimbursed. And likewise, receipt for the graduate school entrance examination expenses if applicable. So these you can submit after you arrive in Japan after your selection process. So these things again have to be submitted via the university. When applying for payment of graduate school fees, So the invoice and all. So again, these are not very relevant at this stage because this is a this is only after you have obtained the scholarship, so you can read all these later. So the main thing is that these two sections, this first section basically, the application form, letter of recommendation from graduating university. So this first letter of recommendation is from the professor who has selected you for that course. So he will be, the Japanese professor will be sending his recommendation letter, and you have to take another recommendation letter from your graduating university. That is, for example, from the Indian university, if you are studying in India right now, then from there. So two sets of recommendation letters. So that's it. So in the final page, they have written their address. This is the telephone number. This is the fax. And most importantly, this is the email address. So if you have any general queries, you can just write an email here. But as they have mentioned that they will not entertain any specific queries about the scholarship because they have recommended you to inquire via the university to which you have applied for. So so the main thing here is that you must have the admission from the university, and the university should recommend your name to the YSF to get this scholarship. So download this document and go through this table clearly. So this will make the things pretty clear. So do go through this. So friends, that's all. I think we have enough information about Yoshida scholarship now, and we are all set. So just this is the correct time because this is the month of May, and you can explore the websites of University of Tokyo and all the universities that are mentioned here. And if you get an admission offer, then this scholarship, they may recommend your name for this scholarship as well. So they said March, April, May is the time of these invitations and notifications and all. So this is that time of the year where when the process begins. So do, if you are interested in this, then do start the process, start contacting the universities for the application. So thank you friends for watching. I know it has been a long video, but it's equally important. So thanks for watching, and we shall be back with the next video on higher studies in Japan and scholarships. So thanks for watching and see you again.